Hey, hi people. I trust we are good. All right, so it's your girl Aderonke. Today we are having the Q&A with Aderonke, and I have the question of the day. And someone asked me this question: Why do women want? Oh, he said, what do women want, and why do they reject men with genuine intention? This is two in a one question. All right, and I want to correct this notion, right? And I know we use it most of the times, right? My YouTube family, hi, and Facebook family. So we generalize our terms a lot, and we need to be careful with the choice of words we use. Very, very important. So we can actually pass whatever information we are passing correctly and we don't get misinterpreted, right? And also to misinformed people. Very, very important. So I get your point. I get your question, right? And I know it's something you are dealing with personally, and you've had different relationships. And I read from what you saying. So you said, I've been faced with many rejections from women whom I showed interest in, and they didn't reciprocate it, right? But a few months down the line of dating, they always give excuses, to opt out. And you mentioned here that there is a recent relationship you find yourself, and you saw that your values align, and you guys connected so well. Um, you told her your intention, that you like her and you want something um, a lasting relationship with her. And you guys have been friends, then everything seems perfect until recently when she ghosted you and stopped responding to your calls and messages. She finally responded and said she needed some space. And when you asked if there was something you did wrong, she said no, she just needed her space. So your question is to the women you've been engaging, not every other women, okay? And the same way we do use these terms in Christendom. So as a Christian, maybe you find yourself being called by a member of a particular denomination, not even the church. Then we generalize it like, church people, church. It's not the church, but a person. And if you find yourself not comfortable in a particular church or denomination, you can always find yourself in, go elsewhere. Anonymous asker. First of all, I really want to appreciate you for sharing your question with me. And I am very positive that other people who are going to see this video would also find it interesting, because some people also have this similar question, but they don't know who to ask or how to ask, right? And so I would say that, yes, some women, right, don't know what they want, indeed. Because what I've come to see with people is that a lot of us do copy and paste. Yes, we use some words that we don't even understand. So, for example, maybe I saw a celebrity saying some things like, I'm self-made, I'm and that and that, and you put it in your own vocabularies and you start without even knowing context, at which the person was speaking from. Also, people don't know what they want, because when you're broken, maybe you've experienced heartbreak a couple of times, and you're unable to just sit back to take audit of your past relationships, the pattern, what went wrong, and you keep going back into different relationships. Then you get to a point where you're confused as to what you're even looking for in a partner. And some have this ridiculous, unrealistic, ideal partner list. This also goes for both men and female, right? And when we go on a date, we go with the mindset of, okay, does it have this? You have the question, oh, do you have it? Do you have that? You just start ticking. without even knowing if God is actually saying this person is just, and the person you are going to marry would not even have to fit into the checklist you have with you. Right. So I would say that many factors actually, could be reason why, you keep experiencing rejection from women of your choice. And some of these factors, could be that, your communication style and the frequency of your communication. Yes. And also the kind of conversation you have been having with these women. Is this something that interests them? And I talk about frequency. Some guys don't even know, I'm at work, you're sending me a message or you're calling me. Sometimes I just prefer it. So do you ask how they would like to be communicated to? So which I talk about your style of communication. And do you ask the right questions at the right time? These are factors, underlying factors, right? Because when you don't speak to those women's love needs, they would be bored easily. They'll get bored easily. Even if you have all the love in this world to give to them, they will get bored because you're not you have a very wrong style of communication. The kind of things you gist with them, the kind of things you converse with them are not things that really speak to their needs. Therefore, I would say that you must learn to pace yourself. Don't get too excited, because you really like this person. Because I know sometimes we can get too overwhelmed. Oh man, I'm not in a relationship. Don't get too excited. Pace yourself. Keep learning about this person. How they are, how they want to be communicated to, things they want to hear, what they need per time. You need to understand it. And you need to learn about them beyond what they told you. I talked about copy and paste. Some people just say some things they don't even have a clue of. They don't know what it means. They just use words. Maybe they read a book and they said, that is who I am. There was a time, I remember, there was a time I was having this conversation with someone, and I mentioned to the person that I think for a living. I think for a living. And there was another time, so I explained what that means to me, inform me. So there was another time this particular person was going to have it. We were just talking. He said, yeah, Ade, you don't even know me. Me, I think for a living. I'm like, I don't even see that in your own life. So people just take words without putting them into context. So beyond what this person is saying, it's not about what they are saying. It's, how they are living what they are saying. That's what matters. Does it match what they say versus what they do? So therefore, you have to, and you yourself, you need to learn about, a whole lot of things about how to keep a relationship, and you guys should be open to, counseling. Please, premarital counseling is very, very important. Once you guys profess your love and you guys already say, okay, we are doing this for real, for real. And, also you need to ask them, what they mean when they say some things for clarity. Don't just assume. Ask them, what does this mean to you? Ask them. How do you want this to be? What, just make sure that you don't put assumption into whatever thing your mind is speaking per time, right? And you must always remember that change is constant. It's a constant factor, and you must be open to it. So, for example, someone like me, there are times where I am open to, having conversation, and there are times I just want to be in my own space. But then I'm not just gonna, because I already have a partner, I have to communicate that with my partner that sometimes I need my space, and I would say why. Sometimes I don't even have reasons. Sometimes I just want quietness, and sometimes I just want to have a moment with God. So this must be communicated effectively. Don't just say, I need my time. What is it your life? No, no, no. We must learn, and this is to the female gender and the male gender. We must learn to communicate things effectively to our partners. Don't expect that they should know all things, because they are not all knowing. They are not God. They can't read your mind. We must speak out about those things. Very, very, very important. And when you see things that they are not doing well, talk about it. Draw their attention to it. Don't assume that, yeah, they are grown up, so they should. My people, no, no. So in other words, what I'm saying is we need to understand that healthy relationship are not magical. It's not something that just happened, right? It takes two to tango, meaning two people coming together to work in agreement, constantly, consistently, and being deliberate about it. Very, very important. And I'm just going to conclude on this question by saying this. First, to the guys, I need us to understand that, see, there are a lot of women who are confused, who need help. It's not your place to think dating women who are confused, who are broken, is to help them. Dating them is a way of you helping them. That is you damaging them the more. When you find someone who is broken, your place to help them is to refer them. You can pay for the session for counseling for them if you really want to help them. But my advice to you guys is, please stop wasting your time with women who have tagged themselves self-made. When I use this term, this self-made women, I see them as women who use dildo, vibrators. They do that just to, get themselves, just for the pleasure to get masturbated, and just to enjoy themselves. So they say things like, I don't need a man, right? Don't mind them. They do. It's just the lonely and the brokenness that is making them use those terms. And some like, okay, I have all I'm looking for. I have my own house, I have my own car, I have my job, I have money. I don't. What else is the man coming to do? So if I need to have sex, then I can pay for it. So you need to be watchful so you don't waste your time with such women. Okay? And if you are a woman in this category, please, I'm begging you, seek help. Because we all need people, we all need a relationship. You can't do life by yourself. You need to seek help. Please, I'm begging you. Right? And also, I will give you this tip. So to my anonymous asker, the tip I'm going to give to you to save you from wasting your time with women who don't know what they want, actually. I'm going to give you what I have tagged a 30-day dating tip. 30-day dating tip. Okay. And in 30 days, you should know if she wants exactly what you want, if you guys are actually on the same page, right? And what you are going to do, your first step is you need to go have a 20-day engagement with her, and engage her for 20 days, phone calls, chat, and all those other things you guys do, virtually and all of that. Then on the 21st day, right, you need to take her on a date. Of course, during the 20 days, you guys were already communicating, connecting. There is already chemistry, biology, physics, matching, connecting together and all of that. So there is a part of you who is already, oh, I like this person, due to the communication you guys have been having, and she on the other side, she's already saying, this dude is cute, and all that. You guys have exchanged pictures, the late night calls, all of those, and she's open to having to going on a date with you. So you want to have this date with her, then you need to, when you guys are out on that date, you need to be sensitive to the atmosphere, to the environment, you guys are in, and you need to see a reaction, the body language. You have to pay attention to it. Okay. and then you want to ask her straight on, right? Okay, I like you, really. We've been together for 2 weeks or so, and I really like you. I want to know if you like me the same way, but I want a lasting relationship with you. What do you think? So let her tell you what she feels about it, and whatever thing she says, yes, no, just don't be too hard on yourself, right? Don't be too hard to hear a no, but you just don't want to waste your time. 1 month is okay for you to get to know. And I'm not saying 1 month to get to know if this person is, your life partner. No, no, just to know, oh, I don't want to waste my time, because most of you used to do all these friend zoning thingy. You ghost yourself to the angle of, we are just friends. You are friends 6 months, 1 year is just my friend. And you have the intention to ask this person out on a date, until when someone else come into the picture and you're like, yeah, but I was thinking, no, 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 no. Don't ghost yourself. I don't friend zone rather yourself too long. Do it in the time frame of 30 days. Do it in that time frame, so you guys know where you are standing. If we are still standing as just being friends, then we know. If that relationship is not going beyond friendship relationship, you guys know, right? There's no point, keeping that into your heart and not professing it. So after the date, you guys need to continue, the conversation, the communication, the virtual communication, see how it goes. And you need to also pay close attention to warning signals. And by that, I mean, signs of her giving excuses, or there is inconsistency in your communication. So that is her, like, and at this point, I don't want you to assume anything. Very, very important. Don't, oh, she's not talking to me again. She's not. No, 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 no. Don't assume. Assumption is a life killer. Like, it kills relationship. It kills a whole lot of things. So don't assume. Just ask her directly. Ask a question. Tell her about your observations so far after the date, and let her know that it is okay if she doesn't feel the same connection. If she still wants to think about it, to process the question, it's okay, right? And don't bombard. Guys, you guys need to listen to this. You guys need to stop bombarding. A lot of you don't know when to stop calling. Just call anytime you feel like, okay, you want to call. Be polite, send a message like, I don't know if you're open to a call now, and the person will reply, oh no, I'm busy, because you don't know the frame of mind the person is at the time. So don't bombard them with phone calls or messages. Let her be. Give her some space. If she's interested in you, she would reach out. Okay? Okay. And if not, don't sweat it. Move on. And see, my point is this: I want us as individuals, not just guys, or even the females, ladies. I want us to start seeing dating relationship from the lenses of 1,000 of sperm, being released into a vagina. It only takes one to survive and form a egg. So the same way with relationships, it doesn't matter how many women you've actually dated and they disappointed you. Just see them as one of those sperms that didn't survive. The ovary, that is just it. Okay? I hope I'm able to, answer your question in a way that, convinces and not confuse you. I don't want to confuse you here. I'm here to help you, gain clarity, to also help you get unstuck in whatever, situation you find yourself. All right. So till I see you again on this platform, the Q&A with Aderonke. Stay connected and stay blessed. Ciao, ciao. Bye.